Hey everybody, it's Kneecap here, and in this video I am going to be completing Legion Remix solo. It turns out there is an achievement for completing a plus 49 key or getting to 999 limits unbound, 999 verse, and in doing so you get an achievement putting the finite in infinite. Kind of a funny play on words there. I'm going to be doing it by doing the plus 49 keystone solo. We have a plus 49 arcway. We can link our talents in the description below if you're interested in talents, as we have been doing on all these videos. We are at 663 of our limits unbound and a plus 49 keystone. We're still using the Twisted Crusade, mostly because I don't know how else I can do the last boss in this dungeon without it. However, Call of the Forest is probably a little bit more sustained single target damage, maybe just sustained damage in general. So it's going to be a little bit of a loss not using that, because the hardest boss in here is actually going to be a DPS check, and it's going to be Selex. If I cannot kill him, then I cannot do the dungeon, obviously. And that is going to be a hard DPS check to make, but we're going to do our best to make it. Now, since this will probably be my last challenge video of Legion Remix, I want to thank everyone who watched the other videos. If you're just watching this video, I appreciate it. Got a lot of love from the Legion Remix stuff. You know, blown away by so much of the positive responses, honestly. If you don't mind subbing to the channel, that's great. That helps me out a lot. Free to do, obviously. Click sub. You know, a lot of people came through here. Would love to get some more people subbing to the channel. So we'll go ahead and get started here on this challenge, this final solo challenge, level 49 arcway. And again, our fail point is going to be Selex. So he does a ability called Quarantine, and it stuns you for 20 seconds. And in that time you will die. And especially if you're playing a Ret Paladin like I am, this is what obviously this would be much easier to do maybe as a prop paladin or something, right? But that kind of defeats the point of it being a challenge. So yeah, if I can pre-bubble the first quarantine, but then after that, I have to kill him before, you know, the second quarantine, or else I'm just dead. It's just kind of the way it works. So we're doing a big pull here. Doesn't start as a big pull, but all the slimes, it turns into a big pull. The caster here puts Torment on you, which I believe reduces your healing. So you want to interrupt that when you can. We have Selex, so if the right door is open, then you have Selex second, but we'll have Selex towards the end, so we'll be able to complete most of this before we get there, I guess. Not that that's necessarily a good thing. These Chaos Bringers are dangerous mobs because they can kill you when they transform into like the big demon dog. They can be quite dangerous, and so you do not want that. Oh, that one tried to demonically ascend there. We are taking a lot of damage from these eye beams as well, which can be rough. We'll just use defensive there. These guys are really, so if you ever struggle with these guys and their eye beams messing you up too bad, you can just kind of kite those around while you're running and just kind of slowly kill them. If you do that, they basically pose no threat to you at all. Let's remix some time. Get some cooldowns up for this. Try to make sure these guys don't ascend. The affix this week. So the affixes this week are really good in general for soloing, so that's good. But the weekly time ways affix or whatever is a version of you gets summoned and walks slowly towards you, puts a debuff on you that is pretty annoying. But if you kill it or you let it die out, it dies out over time on its own. If you kill it or let it die out, it gives you a nice huge buff. So what we're going to do, just to try to make sure we can kill the Selex, is we're going to force ourselves to have that buff as we go into the fight. The DPS check is going to be very tight. Even if I make it, it's going to be tight. So I know that from attempting the key before and not passing it. So I'm a little bit stronger now. But yeah, it's not going to be an easy DPS check to make, unfortunately. So again, we're going to focus down the Chaos Bringer. Trying to stand in that. It's so much nicer than last week with the Sanguine because we can do big pulls and not have to really worry about it. Whereas last week, like this pull, for example, wouldn't really be possible because there'd be so much Sanguine healing going on. It'd be kind of ridiculous. So we're about to get that buff. Let's go ahead and here. With the 30% buff, we'll go ahead and just try to pull these all together here. Why not? We got big buff. Last 17 seconds or so. And again, we're going to try to bring that full buff with us into Selex. This down. Then we might as well probably remix some time and get all our cooldowns up for this boss. This boss is really simple. Really no true threat of dying on this guy. Just dodge some stuff, and even if you don't dodge, it doesn't do a ton of damage. You get to a point, even when you're soloing in Legion Remix, to where you have enough verse where, unless you're stunned, of course, or you get hit by that like I just did, you don't really have too much of a chance of dying. You have to play bad in a lot of cases to die, and it becomes less about, you know, it being like almost an unfair death. It's almost like you have to mess up. The quarantine thing's a little bit different because that's just a mechanic. It's very easy to avoid that mechanic in a group because it just takes like 1 second of channeling to get your tank or whoever out. But when you're by yourself, you don't have that option. I can almost survive the quarantine if I pre-bop, pre-shield of vengeance, basically pre all defensives. I've also spec'd into the stun duration reduction. I don't even know if it works for that ability or not, but there is a small chance, and it's quite small, that if I do get hit in the second quarantine, that I could maybe survive it. It is not a very big chance though. I think I can definitely survive probably the 10 seconds that the pop lasts, but beyond that, it'll be very, very rough to survive beyond that. One of these eye summoners. Stairs kind of block the eye. They don't shoot upwards. Z access. Let's head up here. Go these Chaos Bringers. If one of these turns into a demon, you know, you're probably gonna need to pop something to live. It's just the reality. Alright. Spider boss, and then we will have Selex. We will know very soon if this is doable or not. I'm hoping I got strong enough to do this. Right. Spiders pulled. Again, this is so much nicer to do when you are not on Sanguine Week. I couldn't imagine doing pulls like this. You know, they would probably root me like right when one of them died, and then they'd all get full healed in Sanguine, or it made that plus 40 key way harder than what it should have been. I think in the same gear that I did the plus 40 in, I probably could have did like a plus 45. So like dramatically higher, just if it wasn't Sanguine. So for the spider boss here, she basically does, I think it's a she, maybe it's a he, does blink strikes, and you just have to dodge that essentially. There's also stuff on the floor you don't want to stand in, and then later on, ads will come and they'll try to root you into that stuff. So you don't want to do that. You don't want to have to deal with that. There's that venom on the floor. Let's pop our spike there. So not only are we going to bring that buff into Selex, we're also going to use our drum scroll on Selex, and we're going to just pull out every DPS trick. I almost went full single target for this, and maybe I should have. If I end up being like 5% off, I should have went full single target for this. But honestly, the rest of it would have been so annoying in full single target that I just didn't want to. This boss is living a while. Oop, we're getting blink strikes, so I'm popping my Shield of Vengeance, which is very, very tanky. It's based on a percentage of your health, and I have a lot of health. And then when it blows up, it does a lot of damage too, as long as it can absorb a lot of damage. So we're actually going to use that to our benefit on Selex as well. Our Shield of Vengeance, trying to get positive damage from that. Oops, got us rooted in the venom, of course. So we want not to happen. Of course, our little image of ourselves comes out there to give us a debuff. So we'll probably get one more of those, and we'll try to take that into. Actually, I don't know if we'll have enough time to do it that way. These guys put stuff on the floor, and they cast, well, Siphon Essence. Rift under me. As you can see, this key more or less is going to be easy. The last boss is a little hard too. I think in a different video I might have done Arcway as well. I can't remember which one it was, but Arcway can be a little rough on the last boss. Like, let's say you can get through Selex's DPS check. The last boss can be a little bit rough, just because you have to deal with those guys that stun you, basically permanently. And it's very hard to do. So that's what I use my Twisted Crusade for. I have like the ad kill it. So if you're like a hunter or a pet class, well then, you know, it's not that huge of an issue to you. But if you are a Rat Paladin, and you were just stuck there stunned, you can kill one of them in your bubble. That's nice. But you have 2 or 3 more you need to kill. And so, yeah, that becomes an issue. Let's see if we can just do this in like one pull. But yeah, having to kill that many becomes a huge issue, and so I use the Twisted Crusade thing to kill them. If it's only 3, then it becomes a lot easier. Because I can bubble 1 and Twisted Crusade 2 of them. If it's 4, ooh, I'm taking a lot of damage here. Oh yeah. I have a lot of debuffs. Might die here. I should have bubbled. Oh, that's okay. Nurse's Lair. I forgot those guys put debuff on you that makes you take more arcane damage. So I was taking a lot of damage there. I think we killed a few. Put our buffs back on. How many we got left in here? Pretty much just the guys that put the debuffs on us. And the safe essence guys. Unfortunately, the buff is coming out now. Oh, I'm in a collapsing wrench as well. So unfortunately, this buff is not going to be the one that we want to take to the boss. It's already almost over. So we need to keep clearing trash. And we're going to slow clear this so we don't get into another, first of all, another death, but another instance where the buff comes out at a bad time for us. So these shades, they do, and the bigger arcane guys, they do this reconstruction thing that makes them full heal. The small ones are stunnable, but the big guys are not stunnable. We just need to kill enough trash or to get another ad to spawn. How much health does this guy have? That's a lot of health. Okay. If it wasn't a timed event, we'd be fine, but it is. This guy does an arcane slicer and the same rapid reconstruction as the littler guys do. Okay, good. Perfect, perfect, perfect. It's spawning right now. So we just need to kite it around for like 13 seconds here. And we're going to bring this buff right into the boss. And we're going to pop everything with this. So we can go in whenever. Let's just stun him. And as soon as it goes off, we're going to pull. Go. Alright, let's see if we can do it. Suppression protocol, we just dodge out of that. Or move out of that. He's going to cast quarantine soon. Bubble quarantine. Let's remix our time. Need to fell spike. It's not looking good, I'm going to say that right now, on time. We could do it. Not looking great. Oh, I didn't get the pre-bop off. No. Oh, we were so close. 4%. I think we can do it. We could do it. We could play that so much better. Okay. 4%. If we can get the 3.3%, we can totally do it. I could have probably left my... Oh, I couldn't see how much longer I had on my Twisted Crusade, on my demon. I might have been able to let him stay out a little bit longer and maybe help finish him off there. I also didn't get to pre-bop. That might not have helped though. Okay. We need to get all our cooldowns back, so. Well, I guess it's just our bubble and stuff for the most part. But we can pull some stuff to get it back. think we could play that better though. Oh, we also, never mind, we have 8 minutes on exhaustion. So we do need to just keep pulling. %. Oh my gosh, we can totally do that. Let's go pull these. Interrupts reconstruction. Double pull here. And I have to single target them down so they don't both cast reconstruction at the same time. But even then, sometimes it just, they still will. Or the other one will cast it right now before my interrupt's ready, so it doesn't matter. I'm not super worried about this boss. This boss does do a lot of damage, just in general. But again, I'm not super worried about him. So 6 minutes on our exhaustion. I have to pull for a little bit. It's going to be hard to bring the buff into core Selex, though, the more trash we have to pull. There's that little bit outside of his room, though. And we're already over count anyway, so we're not doing anything super efficiently here. You see, this guy just does a lot of damage. When I have my cooldowns running, my leech can keep me up through it, but as soon as they're as soon as the wings falls off, that's when my health starts to dip really low as well. Because I can't sustain myself past that. So like right now, I'm going to be taking a lot of damage. I might just have to like bubble or something just to be safe. Normally I would just save my remix time before this, but I thought I'd be fine. So that way you can just remix time, get all your cooldowns back, make the fight a lot shorter. You know, basically what we're trying to do with core Selex, essentially. That little damage buff there will help us get to the end, hopefully. Hopefully, because we're almost out of stuff to press. Okay. So I have 5 minutes on exhaustion. These in a single target way. Might just end up clearing all the trash. Fades down. Down here. 3 minutes left. Kill all these rats. And the big slime. And then we just go back and we'll have to wait. If I have to, I'll cut out the waiting part. If we do have to end up waiting. And so we got to do what we did last time. Maybe try to make our thing last a little longer. Maybe pop our Blessing and Protection a little bit earlier. Because I didn't quite get Blessing and Protection off. I don't think we can survive, but what we can do is we can try to have our demon do more damage, right? The longer. I don't know how many more seconds it had. I used Fell Spike because I just didn't know how much longer, so that's something I'm gonna have to track. I don't have like a week order for it. Okay, we got 2 minutes here. There's no reason to really pull this stuff early. 2 minutes. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can do just to do a little bit more damage. I can't really switch anything. I mean, I could go outside maybe and switch to... I mean, maybe that's the play. Do we run all the way outside? It's going to take forever, but... we run outside and then switch our artifact weapon to the non-Twisted Crusade. But even then, I don't know. I don't know if the... it's a slight damage increase, but I don't know if it'll make up for that like 5% that the demon's gonna have to do. It probably would, actually. Alright. Let's start this poll. No, not yet. Let's start at about 30 seconds left on drums. I also didn't use my Shield of Vengeance, which it explodes into a ton of damage. That could be like another % or something. I don't know. I think we can do it though. It'll just be close. Alright, let's pull these back. They should start summoning the ad for the affix very soon. I hope so before it dies. Okay, let's kite it. Are you kidding me? Okay. Well, let's try one more pull. You definitely need that. Okay, there's the ad at least. We need to make sure we don't kill the ad too early though. This is not the something I really would want to do this with, but ugh. I don't think this is gonna time out correctly. That's too much health. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. Oh my gosh. Tragic. Alright, maybe we can just kite this guy around until... oh, it's spawning. Alright, this is our chance. Okay, wait for him. Alright, let's get pulling now. And let's pop our Shield of Vengeance here and blow it up in this on purpose. To do a little bit more damage. I did not pre-bubble it. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Okay. Alright, we do not have time to wait for our drums. So what we've done is, we went outside, we switched to Call of the Forest to try to hopefully get some more single target damage. That is the goal. And then we are just going to have to make do. So we are going to pull. We have no lust. We just got to make do with Call of the Forest, and hopefully that damage buff will be enough. Remix time. Course. Or ugh, I really need some cooldowns to come up. He's so low. Suppression protocol. Let's just use it here. Oh, he might. We got it. We gotta go. We got it. Whoo! We just had to switch to the single target. Okay, we still have 10 minutes now to complete this. Now we're gonna have to go outside again and switch back to Twisted Crusade for the final boss. But we have time now. We have 10 minutes to do the final boss. Wait, am I going the wrong way? Okay. And we will have our lust come up during it. But you can see how much more damage it is, even without using drums. I mean, drums isn't that much. I mean, Call of the Forest is kind of like having drums on all the time. So, whew, it was still close though. It was still very, very close. All right, let's go get our Twisted Crusade on. I might have to wait the 46 seconds while this is on cooldown. I'm not sure. But I don't know if I can complete it any other way. Twisted Crusade. Put that there. Let's see, of course, Selex. Alright, so final boss. We just have to have our Twisted Crusade ready into the intermission, so we're not even going to use it in phase 1. And then we also need our remix time ready so we can use it twice if we have to. If we have to use it twice, we will. Alright, let's see. Advisor Maladros. So, like, we do want to go fast. This boss also can do a lot of damage. You have to kind of kite him around a little bit. These little arcane splinters or something on the floor do a lot of damage to you. We probably have enough time to where we could have used our Twisted Crusade and have it come back up on its own, but I just didn't want to. It's not worth it to risk it. If we get to intermission, you know, and you don't have those things up, it's basically just a wipe. So, because he will eventually just finish his cast and one-shot you and stuff. So, but yeah, this is taking forever. So I probably could have. Probably could have stopped everything. I just didn't want to risk it. But he'll get there soon enough. 50%, he phases. I have had this boss bug out before too, so hopefully that doesn't happen. Ooh, I wonder if my thing... So, the one of fix, this would port you back. Your ad or whatever would port you back. I just died. Are you kidding me? I wasn't paying attention. Accelerating blast. Oh my gosh, I got hit for a lot. Alright, that's okay. We still have enough time. Rebuff. We also know we can pop Twisted Crusade and have it come back up without an issue. We can even probably pop our remix time. That was 1 minute 30 though, and he was almost there. So probably not remix time, but we can pop our Twisted Crusade and have that probably be okay to make it go a little bit faster. We are running out of time now, it's worth noting as well. We're down to 6:47, so. But we'll pop Twisted Crusade this time. Make this a little bit faster. I think I just died because I switched target to the ad and I wasn't doing damage to heal myself. Accelerating blast just hit so hard. Also helps if I interrupt it a little bit more often than what I am. That's 61. Interrupt that one. Vanishes me. I don't think this thing's gonna teleport me, unfortunately. That would be nice if it did. Gotta kill this one during bubble. No issue there. So this one's a Twisted Crusade one. Go Twisted Crusade. We use our Blade of Justice to put Expurg and Consecrate under him as well. Ooh, there we go. We actually got to hit him a couple times too. Come on. So 12 seconds left on our guy. So we really need him to come up here. Oh, I did not hit him with that. 3, 2, 1, blow up. We're gonna remix our time because we have another one up here. This is what's rough about this. This is also like one of the hardest ones to do it on. Oh, dang it. Alright, let's go. Get him. I didn't get to hit him before he did that, unfortunately. Had to blow up, or else I was gonna die. I think we're here now. Alright, we got 3:30 to do this. Let's go. Let's not screw up. To dodge the unstable mana. He's gonna keep accelerating blasting me though, so I need to pay attention to that. Guide him around. Accelerating blast. It's fine. A bomb, it's fine. Blast. Get away from our little guy here. We'll interrupt the next blast. We really need some cooldowns to come back up. We just got a nice damage buff there. So 2 minutes left. 8%. Got it. Yes. Putting the finite in infinite. There we go. Solo. That was so hard, guys. I had to run outside and change my stuff. Oh my gosh. 49. Putting the finite in infinite. Limit reached. Discover the limitations of infinite power. How did you even manage to do that? I don't know. That was so hard. So many points of failure. So many possible failures there. And we've done it. We've actually done it. Oh my gosh. It feels so good. At 663 verse. Oh wow, that's way lower than 999, and that's a solo kill. Wow. All right, let me calm down a little bit here. So that was very fun, very cool. I'm probably about done with solo challenges for Legion Remix, but I've had so much fun doing them. I will probably casually, at least until beta starts, be getting my character towards 999. And I've already helped some people get their achievements, and there's a lot of people in the group finder. Just look for people saying that they're helping people get their achievements. I'll be doing that as well. I've gotten probably like 10 people. They're like plus 40 and plus 30 achievements. And I'm down to help more people as well do these. You know, because you don't have the time, the patience, and everything else that I had to put into to go through and do these. Or you don't want to join groups and stuff, and you'd rather just have someone help you out. You know, I'm more than willing to do that, and a lot of people are, honestly. And there's people that are like 999 verse that'll help out people as well. So yeah, that was so fun though. That was thrilling. I wasn't sure, man. I thought, you know, I could have blown it at the end there. Who knows? But we pulled it off. Kind of a close call. Had to do some shenanigans running out to do it, but we did it. We did it solo. We did all of the Mythic Plus achievements solo. So I'm very proud of that. That was my goal. And you know, I accomplished it, and I needed to accomplish it basically before the beta came out because of I'm going to be focusing on that and RetPaladin stuff. But again, I said at the beginning of the video, but thank you guys so much for all the support in Legion Remix. It doesn't mean I won't do any more videos for Legion Remix, but I'm pretty sure this is the last like achievement thing for it. I could do more, but if in case I don't do more Legion Remix videos, you know, thanks for all the support for watching them. So I mentioned it before, but if you don't mind subscribing to the channel, that helps me out a lot. If you're already a subscriber, you just want to support me, there's a Patreon link in the description below as well. And other than that, everybody, have a good one.